I just changed the brake pads in this, and I've been asked several times how to seat brake pads in. So I'll tell you how I do it. I go down the road like this at about 25 miles an hour in regular traffic, and I apply the brakes on just a little bit the first time. Just let off. Just let them make contact. And wait a few seconds. Then I'll get up to about like 25 or 30 again, and then give them about 25%, down to maybe like 20. Then you want to just do that a few times before you really kind of lay into them. You don't want to overheat them. So you can do that again. You can immediately feel they're starting to feel a lot better already. So wait a few seconds in between your intervals. Come up to another stop sign like this. Just go ahead and stop all the way like you've got to. Nothing too excessive. So they've been used a couple times right now. So they're not overheated, and they're definitely working. So we'll get out on the road and get up to a little higher of a speed. Get out here, say 40 miles an hour. Go ahead and slow down to about 30. About 25 to 30% of brake on. Go ahead and keep on going. Like I said, you don't want to just overheat them instantly. So up to about 50 right now, and again I'll do like 25%, down to about 40. And they feel really good right now. So if you were to just drive around regular after this, I would consider these brake pads broken in. They're not glazed. They're not squeaking. They feel great. You don't have to apply the pedal very hard. They don't smell bad, so they're not overheated. And if you really wanted to, you could get up to like 50%, like right here. Let's see if we needed to really stop. Let's see, at 50%. Stopped pretty well. So after I apply them pretty good once, I'll let them cool down. Let's go ahead and drive along 35, maybe 40 miles an hour. Just touch them a little bit down the hill and kind of make contact. That's fine. So I've only gone a mile or two and tried them out a few times. Like I said, let them cool off in between. I can come around this corner at 55 right here, and let's do about 75% of braking now. It's one time down to about 20. So that's really good. Really smooth braking action. No problem. Definitely biting nice. So at this point of the test drive, I would basically come down here to the stop sign. And as we enter the stop sign, I'll just probably try them out 100% right here and just put them all the way. So the anti-lock brake system kicked in, and the vehicle stopped really abruptly. So that's how I break my brake pads in. I would feel comfortable giving this to a customer if I were working on a car, or a family member, having them drive down the road and ensure that the brakes are going to work good, especially if they were an emergency and had to put them on 100%. So they're definitely working great. They're not overheated, and I would say that's a good way to break your pads in. So about a 5-minute test drive, a couple miles around the block, a few blocks here, doing 45, and I'm just going to touch the brakes like a regular situation and just kind of see how they feel. Perfect. No squeaking, no pulling on the wheel. Got the kids here crossing. Definitely stop in time. So that's about it. No funny noises, no brake dragging, no smoking, no friction, no overheating, no unusual pull. And that is a successful brake pad break-in. So use the brakes however you want to use them from that point out. You don't have to do any of that. You can actually put your pads in and just go. But if you were wanting to do a break-in procedure, I think that's pretty realistic for the average person to do. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the tips on how to break your pads in, and hopefully your pads last a long time.